YouTube doesn't work, you know, so that's why it's like I'm always like, okay, yes, and it's working. Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a few more minutes. Fine. I like it.
Everywhere. The drums, you can't even hear the drums. It's full of crash boxes and stuff in a way. And all that's just so that I can't just jam out. I will practice putting stuff in a different order every time, so I don't rely on just jamming stuff that I know. See all the stuff that's laid out here.
Yeah. What did you say about that?
This thing requires removing it and playing. So if I put it in where the left hand is, I didn't do that yesterday, so I don't know what I'm doing. The point is to have a playing solos, like unpredictable partners.
Yeah. So that you're kind of responding to the situation, kind of a new
random.
Yes.
And so rehearsing for this thing, it's going to be like around 40 minutes. Every time I run through something, so much went wrong. Just stuff I planned on doing would fall, or something didn't trigger right, or whatever. Just like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, like, you see this crash over here, which was just like So I did that earlier. So I set up an ostinato, and then these things would drop the marbles here, but they would hit other things in the way. And make really unpredictable rhythms. And so how ostinato reacts to whatever rhythm, like a different tempo at a time. Cool. So a lot of times the track whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of like troubleshooting can go wrong. Or the tech, whatever you call it.
It's interesting.
So that whole segment of that 6 or 7 minutes with all that junk, as soon as I moved to the drum set, I wanted to have, because drum set's so normal, I wanted to solo but not be obvious right now. So that was, I wrote down a bunch of standards, stuff would be fun to solo over.
Yeah.
And in the moment, I didn't do anything. I don't know, and so I did like when the marbles drop, I go, oh shit, I started to like, so it's practice the whole
Okay, I am stopping the share. Your internet connection is unstable. It must have been all those drums.
You know.
Let's see. Here we are. Okay. Oh, look at all the people
Unstable
joining.
connection. That's like, you know, some of us mentally are like this.
Let's see. Restream. An error occurred. I don't know what your error occurred. But, let's see. My channels. Chat. Oh, okay. Hi, Joyce. Pots and pans. Yes. And more. Hi, Steve. Hi, Taylor. Taylor Hatch. He misses, or he says, great to see you, man. So I'm assuming that he's talking to you. Do you know
All right.
Taylor? Taylor? Yeah. He misses you. And he misses me. And Mon David is here.
Mon.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys. Let's see. Where am I? Here I am. And this is my setup, Chris. This is how I normally do things. Hi, guys. So I have the fabulous Chris Wabich today, and he came over, which is unusual, and it's fun. I just have to keep looking this way, but sometimes I'll look this way, Chris, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I see you there. We can see the chat, see?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's good. But you don't have to go, I'm promoting you to host. Can you hear me? That's what I was trying to avoid. Is like the
Yeah.
the frozen face. I like the yeah.
Well, I like it anyway. I had a poet over here, Michael C. Ford. That was fun. And who else did I have over here? I don't know. A few people, but not many actually. In the 633.
My goodness.
That's you're the.
You had the 500th show on my birthday a year ago, and I was bummed. I was like, I'll be out of town. I think I was overseas. I was like, oh, that would be the epic, Yeah.
Yeah. It's been really fun, I keep reaching out to people I don't know across the planet, Sometimes I look, like somebody will come up on my iTunes that I really like, and I'll reach out to them, or sometimes I get referrals, or I like to mix it up with people I know and people I don't know.
Yeah, like remember that when people would do like a nomination. Post 10 albums that influence and nominate somebody, and then they have to post 10. It's like maybe every guest they have to nominate someone.
See, that's a good idea.
That what's it called? Canva LA.
Yeah.
That's how they do it.
Canvas LA or
It's
Canva?
The one that's the.
Is that the?
They
Oh
do an
yeah.
interview for you,
The interviews, right? I know. I always have to suggest because they
suggest 2 people.
They keep asking me to do another interview, like an update. But then you have to refer people. It's kind of hard to keep coming up with people.
We'll refer some AI. That'd be cool.
AI. I've been getting into AI lately. Did I tell you that?
I'm going the other way.
But you know what?
Getting into real.
I've been asking AI like more philosophical and spiritual questions. It's very interesting. Yeah, and Aviva asked it. I told her about this, so she asked some, philosophical questions, and it gave her such spot-on answers. She was kind of like, "How does it even know?" So she asked it, "How do you know? Do you go look me up on the web, or how do you know what I'm into?" And it said, "No, it's the way that you're asking and the words you're using, and I'm picking up like a kind of an imprint of you." It's pretty interesting. I'll have to show you some of the questions I asked. Very interesting. So anyway, Chris Wabich is here, and he's from the Midwest, which I don't think I knew before.
From the South.
Oh, from the South.
From North Carolina, Asheville, in the mountain.
You're from Asheville?
Yeah.
I thought you said you were from like Idaho or Wisconsin. No, apparently not.
No.
Asheville.
I have a hard time with Idaho. Because I go, Idaho? No, Idaho. I did a skit like that once and got a slap out of it. It was funny. Intentional. I handed someone a potato, and they said, number 1, Idaho. And I handed them again, no, Idaho. And they slapped me. It was for a video.
That's good. I like it.
I like it.
Can everybody hear okay? Is that good? Let me know if it's not. So Asheville is like one of the creative centers of America, right? Right
yeah,
now?
It's always been, and before, like when I moved to LA 35 years ago, nobody knew it. They'd be like, "You're from Nashville?" I was like, "No, Asheville. Where's that?" And then pretty soon everyone's like, "Oh, that's like the Berkeley of the South. Oh, that's like Arcata. Oh, that's like, and it would be, oh, that's kind of like Santa Fe. I mean, like Taos. So there's kind of like points of creativity, smaller places that are kind of progressive. They sort of all connect, and people from one another move there. And
yeah. I know several people who live there. Would you mind moving your chair up?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people I know have relocated there.
This way.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's funny. Some people from here I see more there than I do in LA.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Kate McGarry lives there, and Shauna Tucker, and it's very creative there.
It's creative, and so therefore, when I was young and barely old enough to play I got thrown into the gig scene, and back then it was a lot of golf resorts, and every golf resort had at least like a 6-piece to 10-piece mini big band. of retirees who used to play with Glenn Miller and like this.
Yeah.
Playing for old people who used to dance to Glenn Miller. Like, so I was basically like the whippersnapper, and they're all screaming at me, and here's the tempo kid, and, you know, and play for the dancers, and don't rush them. That's the tempo of this Charleston, this foxtrot, and do that. And so it was interesting. I mean, I had no social life in high school. I was always gigging at the golf resort. But it was cool because I was learning tunes and learning more about, I don't know, how to behave on functional music.
Yeah.
Even though it's jazz, it was functional.
And time. I mean, I know that's kind of a duh thing for a drummer, but still, drummers have to learn time somewhere. I mean, they have to fine tune it, right? And
yeah, I think I always had a pretty decent clock, but it's how you present it within the context of who you're with, you know?
Yeah.
Like that. So I'm still fine tuning that.
Yeah.
And now that everything's kind of these days is on grid, because like this summer I recorded. I even wrote it down so I could tell you how many. This summer I've just done nothing but record for different people. I mean, maybe 15 records of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's all, a lot of it is with the robot.
Yeah.
I call it beep boop in your ear, and a lot of us can't stand that. But if you have to learn to present yourself with it, and you go, okay, well, this tune is kind of has this kind of feel, and you can play behind the click intentionally and hang back, and then another section you sneak up, and then you get a humanistic feel against our friend.
So we're right now we're talking about the click track in the studio. So that's a metronome basically, and it's people have different perspectives on it. I also don't like it. It's weird to have it there. It's not musical for me. But I can understand, sometimes people they'll want the availability of putting a solo in, or whatever, fixing something that it's better to have, right?
As someone who plays rhythmic things, it only makes it easier for everyone else. It makes your job harder.
Do you think it really makes it easier for
the engineer guy to go cut, paste, move, slice?
Yeah.
It makes their life easy if it's
all. But what about the musicians?
I feel people don't really play together that way.
Yeah.
So if you put people in a room in the way that they play together, normal, and it depends on the personnel. But say in the jazz situation, normally the bass is pushing a little bit, and the drums are in the middle, and everyone else kind of can back phrase or front phrase how they feel, as long as that's there.
Yeah.
And then certain things, like if say you're doing New Orleans thing, then it gets more swampy and the beat's bigger, and it should push and pull. It shouldn't be robotic, right?
Yeah.
And you can even take a whole section like the bridge and pull it back, and it has a huge emotional impact.
Yeah.
So you lose all of that in the studio. With this, everything is 136 BPM evenly. It's like, well, then the emotion's gone. Right.
So would people tolerate me if I was producing something and I said, no, click track? Would people tolerate that?
I think East Coast people are down.
Yeah. Really?
Most of the sessions I do in New York don't even talk about it. Let's go.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Elliot's always like, here's your grid, here's your prescribed form. Okay.
And do you think it's mostly for the engineers?
It's just for the back end editing. For whoever's got to sit there and go through and clean it up. So if it's me and someone sends me a session, I got to clean it up. This is technical, sorry guys, but what I do is, normally if someone sends you a part that's not a keeper, a scratch, they're not thinking about it. They're just like looking at the TV and whatever, and it's not.
Yeah.
So if something is ahead of the click, it pulls me. I'm really sensitive to that. I want to play with people, so I'll take everything and drag it, all of it intentionally behind the click, so I hear the information just all late.
Wow.
So that it won't drag me.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, I'll hear it this much late. I'm serious.
But that is weird.
I'll do it if it's a track that I just cannot deal with how off it is. I'll put it that far late, and here's the click, and so I hear both things, and then I go, okay, then I can track with the click and do my breathing, and then move everyone to me. Then it sounds more natural.
That is so Interesting.
And if I know the tune really well by the third or fourth take, I can
Yeah.
just shut all the stuff off and just play it down. Yeah, or maybe just with the vocal. You know.
Well, I'm so glad you talked about this because really I've been in the studio so many times when I just like, please do not use the click track. And you know, various people are like, you know, no, we have to use the click track. And I just don't, it's distracting while you're playing. And it's just, yeah, like you're talking about, it doesn't give it breathing space. And I mean, musicians should have good time anyway, so
Yeah.
it should pretty much hold to the time. But then as you're speaking about it, you know, maybe at the bridge you want to slow it down, or, you know, slightly, ever so slightly, or something speeds up and it feels good. I mean, that's really what we're supposed to be doing, you know, I think.
And I think the producer ears and the micromanagement and the laptop generation hears things. It's got to be perfect and consistent, and
Yeah.
like a loop.
Yeah.
So anyone maybe 35 and younger uses Ableton, which is loop based.
Yeah.
They don't even worry about BPM or anything. They just throw in something and you can cut it up, boom, and it'll repeat
Yeah.
itself, and you can make it slower or faster. But your idea of this doesn't matter. It's like a phrase. So that's cool, but that's kind of what we're expected to be like as musicians now. And you go, but that is computer music.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not computers. So
Right.
why would we try to integrate and do that? Or if we integrate and do that, okay, this gets deep. Jazzers are particularly have this problem where you get a urban hip hop groove and then there's somebody noodling over it all the time. And I go, well, that is a cataclysm to me. Because if it's loop-based music, it should be a loop. It should stay in that thing. And how cool it is how the loops should not fit together in nature. But you've made it something rub against each other in a way that's like, oh, that's cool. I like that. And it just changes gradually, you know? Whereas, like, we used to call acid jazz. It's just setting up hip-hop sort of beat, and everybody is free to improvise. But if you got loopers and one guy noodling, it doesn't work. To me, I just go...
That's really interesting. That is...
I go, it's a fail.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
fail.
kind of... That's deep, definitely deeper than I've thought about, but...
It has a lot to do with working with certain people that insist on the loop sound out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think there's a lot of people now that, how do I say, intentionally have this sprinkle of hip-hop sugar. They go, people will like this. I'm going to put a little urban thing on there. And you go, yeah, but was that needed? And did everyone else go with you?
Yeah.
So if you see certain artists that didn't change their playing at all, and against the urban quartet, it didn't really acknowledge each other. I mean, it's a cool experiment. Maybe something good will come out of it, but...
I think this is fascinating, actually. So, having said that, are there musical groups that you really enjoy because they're doing part of what you're talking about really well? You know, like, do you admire certain people for their work in this area, or is it just kind of vague? Like, you hear something and it's like, oh, yeah, I like that. I like what they're doing. I hear what you're talking about, or I don't like what they're doing. I hear what you're talking about.
It changes so fast because we call EDM music electronic dance music, or with urban music, it used to be someone would cultivate a style and cultivate something and spend time crafting it, or a group of people would play together for a year. They get a vibe. And now it's like your vibe is what you came up with in your laptop, sliding things around and all that. As soon as you post, it's old. Right? So think about just even 10 years ago, people were doing this dubstep.
Oh, yeah.
Or, you know, and to me that just sounded like halftime reggae. I go, yeah, it's halftime reggae without the, you know, or rocksteady. And you play that now and you go, well, that's so dated. That's super dated. But that's only 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, when saying successful or not successful, I think this is going back more than 25 years, but this bass player from England, he goes by Square Pusher. So I don't know if you're familiar with that stuff, but even the kids now don't know who he is, but they playing his stuff.
Okay, I gotta look for this Square Pusher.
Square Pusher. So basically, he cut up big band records and cut up things and made through composed drum and bass, and nothing has ever really topped that as far as being EDM, like amazing. You know, if you look up "Feed Me Weird Things,"
there it is. Feed me weird things.
Weird Things. And you go to the middle of it.
Okay. Come on, open up.
But now he's got this Japan machine that will play anything he will write.
Oh.
They'll play. It's totally insane.
Thinking about installing windows or doors yourself?
No, I am not.
You know.
Let's see. So Square Pusher.
This is
it?
This is good.
Okay.
So go like in the middle of this.
Okay. So I'm just gonna share it with you guys too, just for shits and giggles.
And listen, how many people are trying to play this? Like JD and Domi, right? They're contemporary. They're the hottest thing right now.
I don't know. Judy and
JD and
So what I hear is, and just tell me if I'm right or wrong, or I hear, it sounds like a drum machine, or I mean it's an electronic thing that's got this drum thing, crazy drum thing that's going, with some chords that sounds like a loop, and the timing feels a little weird to me. So I read some of the comments. They loved it. Somebody said, this was my Led Zeppelin, and I can't believe it was 25 years ago, stuff like that. So regarding my comments, what is the truth, and what about it?
Well, before that, everyone was doing, if they did EDM music, it was loop bass, and it was very sort of...
And this is EDM.
Yeah, I mean, this would be... It's not really dance music, though. But it's electronic music, for sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
But he was the first person to make, like, through composed...
So it's through composed? So, oh wait.
Hardly anything loops.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you listen to his stuff, it's always changing.
Oh, okay.
So I view it like everyone had this like lounge, Buddha bar, urban thing that was very like, moved very slow, and it was always like very loopy, and 2 minutes would go by of the same thing, and this hypnotic thing. It's cool. Then he came along, it's more like, he's like the bebop pioneer of that. It sped it up to oblivion, sped it up and made
That's
it
funny.
And then he programmed the drums where you as a drummer, I'm going, I know exactly how to do that, but it's unplayable. So my mind just goes, my OCD is like, I can't do that, and no one's been able to do it.
Play.
No one's.
What he.
You look at the super drummers, look at all of them, and you go, you all failed.
So.
There's a lot of them that are like arguably the best. The two best, in my opinion, Mark Juliana is Gretchen Parlow's husband.
Yes.
And this J.D. Beck, who's younger. He's in early 20s now.
Okay, now what you're saying, let me go back up my brain. You're saying that no live drummers can do that. Nope. Is that what you're saying?
Impossible.
Except for maybe those two players.
They get the essence of what's playable from this. Right, but that's even Mark is maybe 2 generations later. It took that long for it to catch up with this. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
kind of like, I mean, does that music sound like anything from you would go, oh yeah, that sounds 90s. You see what I'm saying? It's like,
It sounds
it's old now.
well. It sounds a little dated to me, actually. To me, but I mean, why? I don't know what to say about that.
Well, that's sort of the palette that the computer generation is pulling from, and a lot of them don't even know it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
They don't even know. So we're talking about computer generated music versus humans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like this is a example of successful, lasting computer made music that still people haven't caught up with.
Okay, so you're saying successful.
Mm.
And so this particular thing that we just heard.
Well, that excerpt is sort of like a written out drum solo under the thing. But listen to his other stuff. It does have the repeat. Like he made this one song that sounds like a wind up Jack in the Box. You know, and the line goes through it, and it's crazier than hell.
Huh.
You know, it's comedy. He's
Right,
doing this
right.
like, and then the drums come in, and like it doesn't work together, but you go, it's like Charles Ives.
Interesting.
Hilarious.
So
Yeah.
and so the other instruments are
It's usually
electronic or
some-
not?
The only acoustic instrument for his early stuff was the bass.
Okay.
He's a bass
And
player.
so are they real people or is it
One guy.
No, I mean, is he playing like actually playing the bass?
Yeah.
He is.
But everything
Okay.
else has been manipulated before or
Yeah.
after.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's like a lifetime of work every moment, you know. Jeez. Wow.
Yeah, and this is kind of before it was easy to do all that stuff within your computer.
Yeah.
So,
How did we get on this subject? I forget.
talking about recording the clicks or not with the robots.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you're doing the robots, let the robots do the robot thing. And if you all look up what Square Pusher did maybe 5 years ago, the people in Japan made a robot that could play anything he wrote. So he wrote kind of like this.
So they were really
super fusion.
Japan was super into Square Pusher.
Yeah, I mean they gave him this robot to do, and it's tapping all of the strings, so it has every note available on the guitar as fast as you can play. So this kind of music with all this, you know, he wrote this impossible to play that a machine play. You're like, you hear it and you go, yeah, it would take like 20 guys to really rehearse to get this.
That's so funny that Japan did that, you know, because of course it just makes sense. But because you know, Japan is quirky like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's interesting.
they always have cool stuff coming up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you guys digging this, man?
Anyway, that's a super diversion within the first 10 minutes.
Roland Askren says hello too.
Yeah, Roland.
Yeah, that's really
Is there a question from the house?
no,
Okay.
not yet.
We
They don't even know what question to
We
ask.
scared
like
off
that.
everyone.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking like this interview is going to be way different because we did ours in middle of pandemic,
Yeah.
like the very middle, and it was no hurry and nowhere to go and nothing else on your mind. So it was like so chill. It's like now I you know today it's like it's good to be here, and then I go yeah I've got this list of like my whole fall is planned out practically. So yeah,
So
very different.
yeah, I know. Yeah. The pandemic was really an interesting piece of history, wasn't it?
I enjoyed it.
I did too,
had a
actually,
good
a lot.
pandemic.
Yeah. I had a good pandemic.
Mhm.
I like that. Yeah.
I think I got COVID 3 times. I think.
You did? I got it once. And it wasn't that bad for me. I mean, I felt dizzy for a while and, you know, about 4 days or something, and that was about it.
This is a very LA thing. So the first one I got, I kept testing negative, so I probably didn't get, you know, officially get that one. But everything smelled like burnt wax for 2 weeks. The first official one I got was when the week after they lifted the indoor dining requirement.
Yeah.
So everyone in Beverly Hills was getting COVID
Oh.
and hitting me up like, "Hey, you can cover me tonight." I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then I went to this one place, I forgot the name, and everyone's just talking. And I go, "Oh, I'm gonna get it." Oh, I'm gonna get it. And a couple of days later, I was like, I couldn't smell anything.
Oh.
Instead of being mad, I stuck my face in a coffee bag. I was like, I couldn't smell a thing. And I was like, this never happened. You know? And the first thing I thought was like, well, I can survive the Beverly Hills gigs without having to smell all the perfume now. It's like so much perfume. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna make it now. Yeah.
It just changed the life of everybody, you know. People, all of a sudden, so many people across the world, they realized, what the hell am I doing in my life? You know, they just like, because there was, you know, it's like meditating all of a sudden. It's like, shh, just quiet, you know. I mean, it's a whole different perspective.
I haven't spent that much time in my own house. It was always a place to change gear and wash clothes and get back out. You know?
Right, right.
And I realized my house is pretty cool.
That's great.
And you'll laugh. It's like, so you have to do things to make yourself happy. So I installed upper lighting in the kitchen. So above one cabinet was all red, and the other side was all blue. So if you travel a lot, you know what I'm talking about. One is Virgin, one is JetBlue. Because you travel, if you flew with them, it's like you feel like you're in a lounge somewhere. You know what I mean? Like you're kicking back, and they always turn the light on the overnight flights. Like JetBlue to New York has the blue, and you're like, yeah, and they play lounge music.
It's funny. I would imagine that you have a house kind of like Jason Hurnell. Have you ever been to his house?
Haven't been.
Interesting. He and his wife, well, I would say she's very patient, but maybe she goes totally like that too. But they are extremely eclectic and quirky. Like he has a Halloween party, and you see like the stuff in his house that you know doesn't go anywhere. It's like not just for Halloween. It's really yeah. He has a really interesting point of view for his house.
My place is this year I've started to destroy my house and make it more of a studio.
Oh, cool.
So really tearing apart functional things and going, well, someone else will have to put that back another time. But that's gonna go now.
Like what?
But my place is old. It's a 1906.
Oh.
Pre-Craftsman, almost Craftsman.
Is it a house or apartment?
House, yeah.
Yeah.
So I put a layer of plexiglass additional in the inside of every window.
Oh.
And none of the windows are straight. So I had to get my angle grinder, and this is going to be 28 and a third, and this is 29. And I was like, you know, does it fit? And whatever.
Yeah.
And then I ripped out my bedroom doors and put in the plexi with the glass doors, so it have ISO boost.
Oh.
Yeah, like this.
Right. I mean, you're really, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and you have to deal with your AC noise. So I go, I don't really need central AC, but I had Craig Camel's big band rhythm section plus 2 soloists over. I go, it's going to burn up in the summer. So I put one outside and took my dryer out and ran through the dryer vents inside, so the machine's out, and the same thing in the front.
The air is coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and I did that with one of those window units, but not window. It's like if you put a window unit, then the sound from outside just comes right in.
Yeah.
So no use in soundproofing.
Yeah.
So I'm tearing out heating ducts and reversing them to outside.
That's so interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good though. And then I resurrected my old Tascam board to do everyone's headphones because I don't have time to learn the Aviom system before, like 2 days before a session. I'm like, I got 8 people coming, and we all need separate headphones. So I got this old Tascam board from 1980. It's only 16 channels, but it's like, this is a giant old board. I'm like, it works great. Just no fail. It's never broken down. It's never sounded bad. I have other boards that it's like a graveyard of them because, cheap technology.
Yeah.
So,
wow, that's pretty cool.
Doing that now,
Yeah.
Trying to be more proactive and putting good music out against all the bad music. There's a lot of just content of what is this,
So, so put it out for yourself, or
Helping
Just is that what you mean?
but other people too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Just helping other people.
yeah.
Like Craig, he's written 40 big band arrangements. Craig Kamel,
I don't really know Craig Kamel.
alto player, big band writer, contemporary big band writer.
Okay.
Yeah, I think what he does is important. So just trying to help him finish, hit the deadline, hit the finish line.
How many recordings have you put out under your name?
I really need to look this up. I mean, under my own name, 20-ish.
Uh-huh.
Under my production or co-production, 35, 40, and then just playing on tracks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hundreds.
Yeah.
Lots.
So when you say co-production, is it like with Brad Dudes or people like that?
Yeah, like Brad Deuce and I have put out an album or two per year for ages.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we have maybe 15 now.
Yeah.
And so one album, because we always just say, I don't know who started it first, but instead of saying, hey, how's it going? We just pick up the phone and go, yeah, man, yeah. So one CD was titled, yeah, man, yeah.
Oh.
And the next one, how you have to improve on that. So one was like, maybe, man, maybe. Probably, man. Probably.
That sounds very much like Brad Dudes'
Yeah.
titles. he has funny titles, man. He's got to come up with some titles because he's always putting out stuff.
Sometimes the titles are the best thing about what we recorded. We should put a better one, It's good though, and now that he's got all his stuff in Washington, I think I've been up there 4 times to record.
Yeah.
We made a good CD. We had planned on making this his 10-tet or.
Do you record at his house?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we have similar setup, so I go on an engineer for him.
Okay. Cool.
And yeah, we're doing a larger ensemble for him. So the idea was like, go up and I'm going to engineer, and Chris Seimer's playing bass, and we had some other people come in and play.
Yeah.
And we did that, and we go, oh, let's record a duo. Okay, cool. And then we recorded a duo. Okay, great. So we're kind of like having the, night before I go back, congratulations. And we're talking about this. This is dark.
Oh, this is dark.
No, I'm saying this is.
Yeah, it's dark. Oh, Will Brahm is here.
Topic.
Will Brahm, Ted Falcon.
Ted Falcon, Will Brahm.
Yeah. Okay.
This is like this is the inner circle club of the homies. Yes. Yes. Yeah, so Brad and I have applied to do the International Percussive Arts Society convention.
Okay.
At least half a dozen times.
Yeah, okay.
And we've always been turned down, but even though we've done like maybe 35 of the state regional conventions, and every time they go, how come you haven't done the international one? And it's because whoever's on the committee doesn't get us. Right? So we've applied for world music, and they go, well, you're not Cuban. We applied for new music, and they go, well, it's not research. You guys are improvising. Boom. And the companies would apply for us for, this company do this demo. And we never fit the academic or whatever, right? So,
right. Jeez.
And so we were talking about this academic percussion thing, and a trouble with it. And I was like, we always say this. We could just improvise music that sounds like all the stuff that they write. It's really true.
Yeah.
And you go to these conventions and you see all this ensemble and they write and you go, yeah, but, and so my agreement is don't complain about it until you put out something better or write something better. Yeah. That's a good way of dealing with it instead of, why do you.
Yeah, yeah.
And everyone's doing the best they can, so there's no reason to be negative about it. So we go, okay, well, it's just, we're having a bottle of wine and we're like, you know what, man? We can do a better one than that. So we go, all right, let's take all the famous pieces of music in percussion literature and do it. I think that's our best record.
Oh, really? What's that one called?
It's called it's called Frogs Without Lily Pads.
Frogs Without Lily Pads. We'll listen a little
Maybe
bit.
Just lily pads.
Frogs Without Lily Pads.
Yeah.
We're going to listen to a little bit of that, but yeah.
So if you're in on the classical percussion repertoire that we've all been forced in the box to had to play,
Yeah.
through college to get your degree.
Yeah.
And you go, yeah. And they listen to what we did. You're like, okay, that's pretty funny. It's like really fun.
So, so to clarify, you're playing the literature, but
No.
you're not playing. You're playing like the literature.
Yeah, we're taking the thematic material or the idea or the texture or the vibe of what's going on, and then we just
Improvising.
ready. And here's we're gonna do it. Ready? Go. Record.
And did that work for the international percussion thing?
we haven't sent it to them.
Oh.
We're kind of done applying. Yeah.
But that would be interesting, wouldn't it, if they liked that? I mean,
I've sent it to a few scholars who
Yeah.
get it, who are like strict classical types, who are cool people, and they're
Yeah.
like, check this out, and they're like laughing, because like the most famous marimba piece of the last 50 years is called Two Mexican Dances, and it's basically like sort of like a guitar piece, like a classical flamenco Spanish guitar piece that is for marimba, and you have all this like, technique of trying to keep an ostinato while you have a melody going, and so
Yeah.
it sounds like the guy's doing this. And so we made the piece called No Mexicans Dancing. And we just kind of made up a piece like that, and you go, that would probably make a lot of people mad. But if you've suffered through that piece for years as other people have, you go, okay, that's pretty funny. It's good to do that because, I mean, for one thing, you can also make good music that you don't need to compose.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can make great music just by reacting and composing the moment, as jazz people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go to Bandcamp and let's try and find that, because I know it's on Bandcamp, right? That's where Brad puts everything.
I think it's Dudes Wabich Duo.
Oh, okay. Whoops. Bandcamp. And no, I didn't want the promote and release. I wanted just the link. Yeah, that's what I want. And then Dudes Wabich Duo. I'll show you guys what I'm doing so you can do it too. Okay, so here's
Look
Dudes.
at all those titles.
Yep. Yep. So many. So where am I? What am I? I'm
It was the
looking-
original Yeah Man Yeah. Probably Boom Band, probably.
Is
So
this what we're talking, or
No,
these
lily
two?
pads.
Oh, lily pads.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay. Just for fun, we're listening to
So
this.
those of you who know Steps Ahead, we just made up a piece. There was a duo with we made something was like a Steps Ahead.
I do know Steps Ahead a lot.
Mike Maneri, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a title there. It sounds like Steps Ahead.
Look at these titles, you guys. Hi, Brad Robuchin.
Bradley.
He said LA's most interesting drummer. I agree. Okay, so music for 9 rests, not drumming, Asphalt Prairie, Congo Rada, Heathen's Grip, Parked Wasp.
So this is one. Inches of Advance
Oh,
is like Steps Ahead, but it's not.
where? Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Let's just.
Just say, right? This is totally Steps Ahead. No discussion.
That's cool.
If the drums were going, right?
Yeah. 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 That's cool. What else should we listen to? And hi, Alvin Reyes. Whoops. No Mexicans Dancing. Tribute to it.
Tatuation Tactics.
Troubled Image. Arts Lock. See, I mean, yeah. Do you guys both come up with the titles, or is it Brad?
Both of us. Okay. Email Richards. Right? That's a tribute to Email Richards. We call it Email.
My recital was too out. Time to save it.
Because Emo is always doing like swing vibraphone, like a million notes.
So I'm just curious about
No Mexicans Dancing.
So this is kind of a reference to the Mexican dancing, right?
At least the title.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So why is it so funny to some people to listen to it if they know the original piece?
We just suffered through it so much, like trying to learn the exact notes, and you miss one note, you're like, oh, and it's like you can just do this. Fine.
Does it kind of relate to the piece?
This is not, but some of the other ones are really related.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. So in this case, some of these like I wouldn't like the Mexican dance moment. I came up with that title in my mind, and so we wouldn't tell each other. So we recorded, and I go, oh, you do one, and I do one. In this case, I'd be like, no Mexicans dancing. He starts laughing. And like, okay, now we know what we gotta do. There's no foresight. Yeah, it's really important to like. So this is kind of yeah. There it is. It's a reference. the vibraphone making noise we're reacting to. Yeah. This is a tribute to
That's very funny.
it.
You guys. Yep. Ron Levy.
Yeah, Ron. Holding it down in the South. That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, so all this has been happening for years, but I'd say since COVID, I mean, I kind of had a restart on writing music. The albums that I did in 2020 and then 2023, and then the last one, they're all kind of a set, progressive set, you know, where I'm just more concerned about the vibe and the production and the personnel and just kind of presenting it as its own universe.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that we do with Brad's very improvised and very. Each album's going to be different and wacky, and that's the point. It's
Yeah.
It's a one-off, right?
Yeah.
Which I like about that too. I mean, Brad. I think everybody I know. First of all, he's the craziest percussionist I know.
Really?
Yeah, I won't say weirdest because there's weird people who are weird that aren't creative. You know, they're just being weird and stabbing drum with a knife, whatever.
Yeah.
So, he's the most creative.
Yeah.
I know. So, but he's also the most prolific.
Yeah.
He's always putting out stuff.
Yeah.
And so that he influenced me in the 90s. I go, yeah, 3 albums a year. I need to put out 3 albums a year.
Yeah.
So back in iTunes, I would put out world music like a steel drum or something Latin jazz, a jazz one, and then X, something else, a collaboration with somebody. And during iTunes, each record would just pay for the next one. So it was just...
Sorry, you said during iTunes?
Yeah, during the iTunes generation in the 90s, when every track was for sale and you had to buy it.
Yeah.
Each record would pay for the next one. And I'd have a funding to hire people, and let's do this thing,
I see, yeah.
And that the 3 album per year worked pretty well. And then since all that's been gutted, I kind of stalled on like, well, of my own, what's important, you know. And then the pandemic, it's like, just make it count more than the content. So I put out less, and I'm just making it count more.
Count in what way? In the what you were speaking of before, like quality of music and the.
Just more soulful.
Yeah.
More personal, more soulful, and like what would I like to leave behind? Yeah. You know.
You know, that's interesting. So I have like 16 records at this point, and well, I can't remember all of them, but I did one live with The Moment, which was Gary Fukushima, Chuck Manning, Brad, and let's see, Gary Fukushima, Brad, Chuck Manning, Jeff Richmond. So no drummer, no bass. I mean, no real drummer. And that group, we played a bunch together for a few years, and then, you know, it stretched out. But then every year we would play together one gig, and it was always the same kind of quality because it's a relationship that you know, each band or group of people. It's like that's what it is, you know, forever. You could wait 50 years, it's still going to be that same relationship, right? And so we did a live version at the Blue Whale with and Wayne Pete recorded it. Came out really great. There were other projects that I would say, like most of my duo projects were a little bit leaning towards improvisational. They were still songs, but the arrangements were maybe loose. Maybe we leaned a certain way for the arrangements, but there was this feeling of in the moment, you know. And then there were these records that were not in the moment. They were arranged, you know, and lots of after the fact editing. John Leftwich has been a really good part of that kind of stuff, and he's done such a great job.
He has good arranger chops, arranger mind. Yeah.
Really good. And his sense of sound is great. I mean, one record he worked on and mixed after it was Straight Ahead to the UK. So I had gone to the UK, done this Straight Ahead record, and couldn't get it because the guy who produced it didn't pay for it. So, to the engineer. So that was, I think that might have been what Dan DeVilla came in on. He heard me speak about it, and he thought it would be good to get that out of Hawk. So then there were problems in the original recording, just the way the studio was set up, bass bleed to
Of course.
whatever. And so John did like a spectacular job on that. Took out some of stuff, took out some of the bass. He put himself back in, and I think there was issues with the piano, and because the piano and the bass were in the same room. So, I think we had Carrie Frank, come in and put some B3, and anyway, stuff like that. And then the mix was just, it was one of the best things I've ever heard mixed. Really impressive. And Mike Capitan is a friend of his. Are you familiar with him?
Not super familiar.
Yeah, I know you've gone over to John's a lot. So John and Mike have had this relationship of being in the studio together, mixing and stuff, for years. And Mike lives up north. And anyway, so they work together remotely. Anyway, so good, just really incredible. But I think about that, especially now, because for various reasons. First of all, Dan is not able to support my records anymore, and so now it's on me again, and that's one thing. And then because of I forget how you put it, but the collapse of, the music
The support,
business.
the distribution support.
Yeah. So because of that,
worse than ever, yeah.
and also just because I have this pulling more towards improvisational creation, or at the very least kind of open, like there's a form, but open within the form. So I have more of a pull towards that. I'd like to, if I keep recording, I think I would rather do it that way rather than, have the arranged stuff. The arranged stuff is fun and fine, but even live, I just like to, like our gig on Saturday. There's form, there's a song, but it's within the form. It's like we can do things and relate to each other.
Push it around.
Yeah.
Of course.
So I think about that a lot right now. And I'm sure a lot of people are thinking like that too. So are you guys, Will Brom, Ted Falcon, Brad, are you guys thinking of that kind of stuff too? I'm sure you are. Everybody is. Let's see. And Chris is in the studio today.
Mr. Alvin.
And Taylor says, I'm curious. Taylor has great questions. I'm
Excellent.
curious if Chris could talk about his thoughts on the state of the music industry now, and what does he think could be emphasized in greater detail? Yeah.
Oh, it's a mutiny. So
It's a mutiny.
It's a mutiny. So I was saying, I made doubling down on putting more anti-hype music out, right?
Anti-hype.
Yeah.
So
Because-
like less pop producing or whatever, that kind of, is that what you mean by anti-hype?
So people this is a long discussion, but short way of saying it is I've had more than one person and legit manager say to me, you know what you really should do with your music? You need a TikTok, you need to update your Instagram, you need to put out content daily, you need to do all this, and here there's a laundry list of things that you need to do. And more than once I had to grab them by the arm and go, I'm not trying to be famous. You got the wrong person.
Yes.
Right? And then also the other answer I have to that is, Eric Satie had no Instagram, and they're still playing his music.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be doing that.
Yeah.
You all can do your hypey, and we gotta put out this, and we gotta do this algorithm, and we gotta
man,
worry about tune
yeah.
chord, and blah, 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 and I go, you know what? You're all gonna be dead soon. It's fine. what's going to be
Yes.
lasting
Yes.
after this.
Is quality. And
Mozart had no Instagram.
yeah.
People still like it.
No,
You know what I'm saying? So-
yeah, I really do know
So,
what you're saying. Yeah.
So concentrate on soulful music.
Yeah.
Put out stuff that's really meaningful.
Yeah.
Stuff that's
I
not
have
going to
to-
be popular.
I have to interrupt you. Okay, this is on a whole philosophical, long conversation. And the reason I want to interrupt you is because this year, particularly, I have been going through something in my brain that has been leading me down that road, and it's a little hard to continue. Let's see, how do I say this? It's a little hard to know it and keep focusing on it and stay away from the distraction. I find it's a little hard. You know, the distraction comes in, but maybe I'm not super, like you just said it extremely clearly. And I say it in conversations here and there, and I have realizations, but I feel like I'm, you know, it's like, you know, time is moving, and then there's a, and then I, you know, and then there it is again, you know, and but that itself is so spot on, especially now in history. That is what we need more of. We need to, you know, shit can the hype.
Yes, there's people that if your purpose in putting something out is to please an audience and to gain popularity, like for example the social media doing covers generation, I have a real hard statement against that, or about that, not against it, but
cover songs.
For example, do we ever need to have another Michael Jackson cover to get famous again? Some people did it well. It's great. It's a side topic. We can do it later. But the point is that I think I have to answer your question, Taylor. I'm the wrong person to ask because I'm not trying to be famous. I have a disease where if I have a musical inspiration, the first thing I think about is, I'd love to call this person and get this done, and this is the thing. And I don't think of like, okay, what person can get me a Grammy? What person can get this heard is more popular? Who can I call that is playing I'm not really crazy about, but they're a name player?
Yeah.
And that's not the case for a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, and so my first thing is like, who would play the shit out of this music? Who would play it how I'm hearing it, you know? Oh, great, cool, call these people. And are they, it doesn't even matter who they are, what their name is, where they're from.
Yeah.
I got some guy in Turkey you'll never hear of playing on my last record. It's like, you'll never, you know. But to me, he's superstar. He's like one of the best kanun players I know. Super musical guy.
That was kind of like,
you know what I'm saying?
What was her name? She was a singer. This happened 25, 30 years ago. I can't remember her name. She was a black woman, and she had a very husky, beautiful sound. It was jazz. Cassandra Wilson. Her first record, nobody knew her band at all. She was slightly, like, she had kind of a little name in certain, and nobody knew her band at all. And I don't even know if I know them still, you know. But it was so great. They immediately got on the map because they just got on the map haphazardly, you know.
Yeah.
But that always intrigued me. It was like, she didn't have a band and create something and then go get like Herbie Hancock and people like, you know, people who, you know, were known.
Yeah, and it's a lot of times those people who have traction and stuff, you either wind up being an account for them, or the chemistry isn't years of playing together.
Yeah.
Like this. And sometimes you play with people and you hit it off really well.
Yeah.
Like the very first gig I had with Mark Murphy, he gave me a solo on, you know, something. This is at the Blue Note in Tokyo. And he turns around and off mic, he's like, you solo like a singer. And so I can't name names here, but there was a very hypey guy with his pocket square and dressed sharp and doing this and going, yeah, on between everything. And it was the hype guy. And he took away all his solos and gave them to me. And I made him so mad. And I was just like,
oh my God.
because we're doing the music. We're playing musically. And, you know, like that. So
That's funny.
yeah, it was great. And speaking of that, that's another thing. Like, I luckily do it as I do, carry my laptop wherever I go to either prevent it from being stolen or in case I have time to edit, like on a plane or something.
Yeah.
So I have my laptop with me, and we played the Rochester Jazz Festival with Murphy.
Yeah.
And I got a USB stick, and I gave it to the board guy, and I go, I know you're not supposed to do this, but can you please record this? This is the last gig.
Yeah.
Basically, that he's did public performance.
Wow.
And so we got it back, and the voice is on 120% and the band's at 30, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I put it away and forgot about it, But I did my laptop. I had GarageBand. I put it in another thing, so I got this awful laptop like GarageBand, terrible. But now, because of AI, you can remove vocals from tracks. So I can remove the vocal,
Wow.
boost up the band, re-EQ, put it all together, and you go, not bad.
Wow.
So I'm gonna put that out. And
Cool.
and Mark is 6'8". He did a couple of songs in some clubs after this, but this is his last festival performance, Rochester Jazz Festival.
Oh man.
And he sounds like a little kid. He's so happy.
Wow. That and Never Let Me Go was his last recording, I think.
Last studio one, yeah.
Did you play on that?
I
can't
produced
remember.
it, yeah.
You produced it?
Mm.
I have to tell you, I love that record. It sounded. I
remixed
was
it.
extremely impressed with how it was like he was talking to me. You know how sometimes you read a book and you open up a page and it's like it's talking to you? That record was so... I absolutely loved that. That was incredible. Wow.
Okay.
That is really
So here's the
cool.
back and the front story that's
Wow.
needs to be told somewhere, but now that
Yeah.
he's gone, we can talk about it. And
Yeah.
so Mark was suffering from dementia,
Yeah.
and we, the pianist Misha Piatigorsky, who was his MD for 5 years, maybe longer, 6, 7, 8 years or something. But I played with Mark for 5, and he was in a home,
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
for this issue.
Yeah.
And we had done these tours and stuff, and it was really problematic for him to go tour now because he can't take care of himself.
Yeah.
He can't get on a plane. Can't remember. He missed some gigs. He was supposed to come to LA and play, and this stuff happened.
Yeah.
So play with him didn't happen. So I told Misha, I said, okay, he's in Jersey in this facility. Let's bust him out. Let's bust him out of jail. He's in jail.
Yeah.
Get him out of jail. Get him in the studio. Let him do what he's supposed to do. His singing's not affected.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Let's do it. So we go, okay, cool. So we with some friends, financed booking in a studio, and okay, great. So let's go rehearse. So we took a little nasty keyboard and some brushes. We went to his home in a room, and Mark, you've done all these records for other people, the Tal Brunner arrangements that are go to the moon and back, and he's athletic and he can do all this stuff. And he goes, what would you like to record? And so he said, I want to do mostly ballads. And he really was obsessed with Shirley Horn.
Yeah.
Obsessed, this, and was always talking about the phrasing and the tempos and being super slow. And he would even come to like Dean Tabo was on our gig in Japan, and he would tap Dean's shoulder. Here's the tempo, and it was just like,
Yeah.
you could put a universe between the taps.
Yeah.
And so that's the tempo.
Yeah.
And he'd play, and we'd play so slow. And so, okay. And so my only request was for him to do Never Let Me Go, because I just knew he would kill that. He's like, okay, cool. So the rehearsal was terrible. He said, I want to do The Great City, and he couldn't remember the second lyric, and he couldn't remember. It goes like this, and we rehearsed, and he goes, no, it goes like this. We go, okay, Mark, we did it, and it was just a disaster.
Yeah.
So we tried to get through a couple of tunes, maybe made it through 3 songs, and so Misha and I left, and we're like, is this gonna bomb? What's gonna happen? We're like, I don't know, you know. And the day of the session, it was me and Misha and Dan and Boley, maybe remember, used to live here. And Mark comes down the stairs and he goes, I want to let you and you and you and you know I've got my good voice on today and you better be ready. And he, one take.
Wow.
We'd be like, can we go back and do that? Nope. I'm like, shit. Oh, okay, this guy's not messing around. Yeah. Us whippersnappers got schooled.
What a
you know?
great. As a matter of fact, let's just play something from it because
Yeah.
it's just so fucking good.
And by the way, I remixed this one. It's on the Nina app. And I'm going to print up some CDs of this.
What is the Nina app?
Nina app is a NFT technology.
Oh,
You can stream it from there if you want, but
I can't.
I think so.
I'm
Why don't we'll talk more. I'll send you the link for it, and then that way it's you
Oh,
don't have to
okay,
waste time
good.
looking it up.
Okay. Yeah, and Brad said something a little bit ago. The challenge is to keep playing, recording, and putting out creative music in spite of the obvious challenges. My hat's off to both of you for continuing to do that. And you.
You just double down on your efforts, you know.
Yeah.
It's not even about putting out. I want to put out this Murphy, the Rochester thing, because it's a great piece of work, you know.
Yeah.
And people don't. The pacing of like that, you don't have that much anymore. So it would be refreshing for the hype generation to hear a non-hype rendition, you know, of some standards.
Yeah. And what does this say? Dusty Groove. That was 2010. Great. Oh no. Let's see. Where is it? Just curious what they say. Never.
This is
never
on
never,
CD
never.
Baby or what?
This particular thing. This
Oh,
is,
it's a review.
Yeah, this is a review, maybe. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, there's the picture. Wow. I don't know where. I can't quite figure out where they put the review.
I would say check out Photographia from that session. Or you know what? He really wanted to do Turn Out the Stars. And if you listen, you can just play it from there, that's fine. But the Turn Out the Stars, we started playing and the first bar and a half went by. And Misha and I, as the tracking, we're like, is he going to space out? It's the very first tune we did. Is he going to forget to come in?
Oh.
And listen where he comes in.
What is this? What's
Turn
on?
Out the Stars. It's the very
Okay.
first thing we did.
Oh.
And he comes in so late, but with the right timing. It's the best thing ever. It's really just outstanding how he just held back
Where
and
is it here?
boom.
It's not showing me.
There you go.
Here we go.
So we were looking at each other like, is he gonna come in? Should we stop? You know? And he came in and we're like, oh, you're kidding me, you know? It's like unbelievably great.
This is leading me to weird things. It's YouTube. Is this it?
No.
No. And wait a minute.
Okay.
Where should I go? Should I go to Spotify?
Not on Spotify.
No?
It's not on there, I think.
Okay. Are you sending me something?
I will look it up now.
Because I don't quite see where they're leading me.
Okay. We'll find it. I will get the track.
The stars. So where the heck is
Da,
it?
da, 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 and then I'll go. Should let me share this to you.
Yeah, my Google isn't working very wonderfully. It's not telling me what I want.
Do you have your messenger on? Or?
Facebook Messenger? That one?
I will send it there.
Yeah.
See, this would be a nightmare over Zoom, wouldn't it? It would be more tech like this. You know, I put a word in the Urban Dictionary for this.
Yeah.
Where are you? here we go. Okay, this should be in your messenger.
Okay.
So the word I made in the Urban Dictionary is called scroliosis. Someone is scrolling and you're just sitting there like a jerk waiting for them to find what they're looking.
Oops. There it is.
It is.
Nina.
So this is a remix I did of the whole album because Mark's voice wasn't recorded properly. And now with modern technology, you can fix all that. So remix I did last year.
I'm going to bookmark this, but bookmark this tab. But,
Yeah, actually, speaking of Rebution, I that's my next thing to put out is with the quartet with Brad and
oh, really?
Alan Hines. We're going to put it out there.
Rebution and Alan Hines?
Yeah, we made a quartet and with Lyman too.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
So I'm listening. Shall I listen to Turn Out the Stars?
sure.
This just reminds me of one of the in fact, I think it was the last Carmen McRae record. I can't remember the name of it. It was with John Clayton's big band. And there was one song where she waited so long, and you could hear and feel the band like waiting and just about to play, and she let it go by again. I love waiting in the beginning. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, here we
Yeah.
go.
Turn out the stars.
The best.
Turn out the stars. Let eternal darkness hide me. If I can't have you beside me, without their fires, their endless splendor, only reminds me of your tenderness. Stop the ocean roar. Don't let the rivers run. Let me hear no more. The wondrous music of dark light in the sun. Let it be done. stars turn out, the stars shut off their light. Stop every comet in its magic lonely flight. Let there be night. Turn out the stars.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh God, that was incredible. Where was he speaking? Was it the no rematch or was it in the front?
No rematch.
I just.
We said, yeah, at the end of the session, give us a rap. Do your thing. Go. No plan. And Dan just set this up.
So you said this is a remix of the original.
I remixed the whole thing. Yeah. His voice really wasn't put down.
Those musicians,
Yeah.
He had the vintage gear, but it wasn't maintained.
the ones that I love,
But now he's
don't even know me very
he can
well.
fabricate the low end back.
Yeah.
But what can I do?
Multi compression.
Becoming go so quick,
It sounds more like him now.
Yeah.
flying all over the place. To California, to Brazil, to England, buried in the snow now. Their queen is propped up in her bed, probably. An electric blanket around her feet. What can we do? We live in our own world. We live, we love, we laugh. I meet so many people that I can't properly thank for the niceness they give me. But anyway, I just had great luck in finding people who like working with me, and that gives me great pleasure. So that's about it, folks. You better thank this band playing so good, making us all happy. All happy. All happy. All happy. All happy.
That's such a weird thing.
All happy. Ah.
That's
All happy.
funny laugh of this.
All happy. All happy. You wanna get happy? Play some jazz, yeah. Happy music. Gonna make you happy.
Oh, that's really great. I might have to download that one. Oh.
For those still left with us, I'll tell a Murphy story about that one. It was, yeah, we during the first tour I did with him and all of the Blue Note circuit in Japan. One of our side gigs was the one in Yokohama, which was kind of, it's no longer there, but he had a folder of his music and lyrics because at that time he just needed the first line, then he'd be cool, right?
Yeah.
So, and he left the folder at a hotel, I believe. Didn't have it. So we're like, okay, and so we got a few scraps together for him, but not much lyrics, and in his own way, he's it's fine. You know. We get up there and, you know, these people dropped a lot of money. For Japan standards, it was like the most expensive thing for the month, right? So
Yeah.
a lot of money, and we're going to do the 70-minute set and kick them all out next, you know. So there, and we did one song, and he just goes, you know, do you all like the blues? When the people who could understand, they're like, yeah. Do you really like the blues? You know, 'cause we're going to play some blues for you. So we did the thing. He tapped Dean Taub on the shoulder. Here's the tempo. It was really slow, like not even like, you know, I woke up this morning tempo. It's like, maybe I might get out of bed this morning tempo. And he went off for about 20 minutes, like this, about, because we're in Yokohama, about the Yokohama mama and all the things she did.
Yeah.
It was a riot. It was really, really funny. God. And he kind of saved the set that way because it was like, you know, he couldn't burn through his regular repertoire without his lyrics. So he remembered some things, and then otherwise it was like, we're talking about Yokohama Mama right now. And yeah, it was great. I wish that they had recorded that whole run. Yeah. Yeah, and maybe they did. Maybe it's sitting over there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. But yeah. Yeah, good times. And I got to have breakfast with him at the hotel a lot, and the other times you talk to him, there's always people around, you know. Yeah. So the one-on-ones was sometimes, and I remember one conversation was like, he's like, I don't want to bother you with like music questions, but can I ask you, like, what do you think makes a great jazz singer? I go, it's very simple. Just you sing a convincing blues. If you can't do that, you gotta know where to start. It's really simple. It's like, well, yeah. He said, yeah. So what about the rest? He's, you know, talking about his obsession with Shirley Horn, and he would talk about what she's wearing and all this stuff, and stage presence and all this, you know, spirit and whatever. And then, but he's talking about the ballads in particular. He would say, you know, it's not really about the music. You're talking about, it's a slow thing. You have 5 minutes, and you're a storyteller.
Yeah.
You have to deliver the story, and however you choose to do that, I take more of like an actor's approach. How I choose to do it is more theatrical than about, here's the notes and here's the melody and you embellish it this way. He's like, no one's there to hear that. You're here to hear the story. And you'll lose them if you start doing all that stuff. So you just tell the story, and you make them wait for the next line. How you make them wait, you know, in a way, it's very calculated the way he manipulated the stuff. I mean, he's crazier than hell.
Yeah.
But it was very thought out, his methodology of how he'd like to present himself.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, he, Shirley Horn, Carmen McRae. I mean, and, you know, I loved Sarah and Ella. You know, there's a lot of singers who were great, Dinah Washington. But the thing is, the thing that Carmen and Shirley and Mark have especially is this patience of using space, right? You know, space is really part of the communication. And I remember I've told this story before, but I was sitting in my music room all alone, and I was listening to Shirley Horn do In the Dark. And I was just listening, you know. In the dark.
Exactly.
In the dark. And in that space, I started blushing. I was all alone. I started blushing because I I was thinking of what was happening in the dark. And so that was like a huge, aha moment for me. But Mark, just what he was singing, and there's this really beautiful thing. I should play it for you. That Tim Weston did. Are you familiar with that? So this gorgeous, incredible thing. Let me just see if I can find. Here we go. Let's see. I have that. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to get my computer to work. Come on. That is working. Yeah. So, Tim Weston. So Tim Weston, no, it's not under Tim Weston. It's on Hammerstein. Hammerstein, is that it? Oh shoot! Now I have to remember what it was like. Hammerstein wrote with a few people. What was it? Let's see. Shit. Okay, sorry. You're gonna have to wait till I look through my files.
Lots of scoliosis. Time.
Yeah. And the thing is, I'm overly, I over organize sometimes. Surprise, surprise. Hold on. It's called. What is it called? I wish I put it under Tim Weston, but I didn't, apparently.
Mon David says, "This nearly was mine."
Yeah, but well, that's the song. But I wonder if I can search for it that way. Let's see. Maybe I can. This nearly was mine. Yes. Thank you so much. Okay, so I have to tell you this little story about this. So this is a. No, I don't want to move it. No, I didn't want to do that. No, I don't know why. The hell I did that. Undo. Thank you. I just wanted to open it. Thanks. I think I should unclick it and then. No. Why? Let's see. How do I open it? Maybe if I click it and then just say, "Is there an open?" Do you know how to do this?
It's on the web somewhere.
Open.
What does it say?
Open. Let's just open it in a new tab. Did it say it was on the? What did you say? It was on the web somewhere?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Rogers and Hammerstein. Maybe it's under Rogers and Hammerstein. Nope. Anyway, sorry, it's trying to open, but you guys will love the wait. So it's all here. And it all says new location. I'm not sure what that means.
Okay.
But these are old. So this nearly was mine. This nearly was mine. God, this is so. Maybe I should just download it. See how they're all listed? Why can't I just open it? Open. But it's still taking lots of time. Anyway, I'll tell the story. So this was a Tim Weston production, and he created this Rogers and Hammerstein record, and he had different arrangers on it, and like Nan Schwartz and I forget the other guy's name, and this is really taking forever.